According to Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who happens to be ex-lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he been trapped of that very badge. I think since 2023, if I'm not mistaken. But that does not mean he is still not the Biafra IPOB. I mean, the Biafra lawyer or IPOB lawyer. Because the other day, he was live in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State, to free Biafrans who have been held since 2020 NSAS protest. So the ex-lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he don't come out to come talk, say, why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lose the case? Say because the lawyers they do TikTok too much. It sounds funny. But anyway, so when we read down according to what he put up here as an article, you will understand where he's coming from and where he's heading. Even me myself, I'm confused. Just like that police officer where they shout, help me, help me, help me. They carry me go where I don't know. So this guy now don't they carry us go where we don't know. We can't know what he meant when he said that the Kanu trials turned into legal circles and so on and so forth. You know, he said a lot of things. But let me not just blow that trumpet by my own self or by my own mouth. I would like you to just hear it from the horse's mouth. And as we're doing that, please do the needful. Share, like, comment, and keep subscribing, keep following us in all our social media handles. And to do that, may God Almighty also follow you and solve all your problems. If you believe that, let me hear a louder amen at the comment section. Okay. He said, Kanu's trial turned into legal circles, ex-lead counsel Ifeanyi Ejiofor. And another headline we're going to also look into here is that a baseless in law, Nnamdi Kanu rejects life sentence. He don't come and say, I no do. He say, if not like this, court the judge matter, say this one, we die here, according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do it for Nigerians, not the United States. U.S. lawmaker urges Tinubu on terrorism fighting. This one at the open mouth, the Bruma. They talk anyhow. So this man don't come out and say, the terrorism where we want you, make you fight for your country. No be because of us. Say make you do them for your people who wait there for Nigeria. If you, But some people now go just open mouth, like Chihuahua. They utter what they don't know. Because your leaders have told you that the US is coming to take your mineral resources. Ndara. What mineral resources do you have? Former lead counsel to the detained leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has accused the legislators and lawyers currently representing Nnamdi Kanu on mishandling his defense and turning the high-profile trial into what he described as a legal circus. Okay, we are moving forward. We are heading somewhere. A federal high court in Abuja on Thursday, which is the 20th of this month, sentenced Kanu to life imprisonment after finding him guilty on terrorism-related charges. In a statement on Saturday, Ejiofor said he had received an avalanche of calls from supporters concerned about the direction of the case, prompting him to address recent developments. Okay, no problem. So now you are mocking them because they give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sentence. Ejiofor recalled that his legal team recorded landmark victories between 2015 and 2023, including the 2022 Court of Appeal ruling that discharged and acquitted Kanu. He said those gains were reversed after Kanu allegedly shared sensitive legal information with clueless clowns who convinced him to dismantle the existing defense structure. He said this ultimately forced the withdrawal of his legal team, including senior advocate of Nigeria Mike Ozekome, who took over leadership in 2022. Ejiofor accused the new lawyers of trivializing an internationally sensitive case. He said a high-profile international sensitive criminal trial is not a circus ring. But once these bloated, delusional entertainers in wigs inserted themselves into the process, everything degenerated into a grotesque parody of legal representation. Oh, English. And I'm not going to kill me here. Instead of crafting legal strategy, they crafted Instagram stories, TikTok, and also X. Instead of mastering case law, they mastered camera angles. You see, this is exactly what I was complaining every time. Every time Nnamdi Kanu is in court, what Aloysius Ejimakor will always be fighting is, let me be at the front of that camera. What is this guy dragging? That is what I don't understand. I said this in countless times. A lot of people backlash me. Instead of them to do the needful, all they keep, what they care is that let me be in front of camera. Let me be the one to speak each time the court season is over in the high court. Mauro Boma. It's all right. Let us continue. He alleged that the defense team prioritized social media visibility over legal preparation. Ejiofor said, at every court season, their priority wasn't research or preparation. It was posing, filming, updating, and grandstanding and going viral. Meanwhile, the accused man's fate hung by a thread. Oh yeah, nah, me I no go school. I know read the law. So if you will read the law, and I go help me interpret what this man they talk here, whether not true or not. Let us continue, please. Ejiofor claimed that the avoidable conviction was as a result of serious missteps, including the dissemination of false information online by the new defense team. He said their public statements repeatedly contradicted courtroom proceedings, giving the prosecutions room to exploit the inconsistencies. Abi? Okay. Then he questioned how seasoned legal minds such as Kanu Agabi and Onyechi Ikpeazu were sidelined at the most critical moment of the trial, insisting that the case was hijacked by mediocre adventurers intoxicated by social media relevance. They are dragging who is going to bring a victory for Kanu so that, the person where Igbos will love most when the victory is being announced. Okay? It's all right. Ejiofor said the situation now requires a complete reset anchored on competence, discipline, and reduced publicity. He warned that globally respected legal experts will not intervene until the monumental damage caused by the current team is cleared. I beg, if not true, drop it at the comment section. And what I said, go to any picture or video that Nnamdi Kanu appear before the court, even inside the courtroom. Whenever Aloysius Ejimakor see camera, the man will be doing like he never see camera all his life. I'm not badmouthing him. I'm not saying he did not do well or do his job well. Which we all know that what happened to Nnamdi Kanu, they call it a predetermined conviction. That is conviction where we say they have already arranged that said this conviction must go on. Whether Nnamdi Kanu bring a Donald Trump lawyer, whether he bring a Russian president lawyer, whether even if Ibrahim Traore is inside that hall with his lawyers and team of Ndami, say Nnamdi Kanu, they must jail him. Now waiting they mean by predetermined. If I'm wrong, please correct me at the comment section because that is what it means. Go and give the judgment and leave everything to us. We are going to give him a presidential pardon based on when you don't convict and cripple all his wings finish. Now what they want to say, they want to humble Nnamdi Kanu. So let us just face the fact. This what do they call him? If I you are talking your own, right? Because they chose you. You just want to clear the air. No problem. Baseless in law, Nnamdi Kanu rejects life sentence. According to him, Kanu Takano, brother to the detained leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu says members of the family and one of the defense lawyers have visited the IPOB leader at the Sokoto Medium Security Custodial Center. Nigeria News report that Kanu was last Thursday sentenced to life on count 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, 20 years without an option of fine. On count 3 and 5 years without an option of fine. On count 7, the judge, however, directed that courts count 3 and count 7 run concurrently. Injustice James Omotosho also ordered that the IPOB leader be kept in a protective custody outside Kuje Correctional Center and barred him from accessing digital devices unless strictly monitored by the officer of the National Security Advisor. By the Office of the National Security Advisor. He directed that Kanu's seized radio transmitter be forfeited to the federal government and noted that the DSS could file for forfeiture of other SBs after 90-day appeal window. In a post on Sunday, Kanonta disclosed that Prince Emmanuel Kanu and Dr. Maxwell Okpara met with Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto Correctional Center. According to Kanonta, the IPOB leader retreated during the visit that his conviction was baseless in law, arguing that no Nigerian citizen can be convicted under a repealed statute. He stated that his final written address, anchored on the principle of fair hearing, was denied. Kanonta also wrote. He also said the evidence relied upon by the court was neither included in the charge sheet nor formally admitted before the court. Kanu was said to have queried the court's reliance on charges earlier struck out by Injustice Binta Iyako in Abuja, describing it as a fundamental flaw. Kanunta added that the IPOB leader identified numerous errors in the judgment and urged Nigerian judges, magistrates, and lawyers to carefully scrutinize the verdict in the interest of justice. Kanu also reportedly questioned why earlier rulings in Umuahia, Enugu, the Court of Appeal, United Nations Working Group, and Supreme Court decisions, which held that the laws under which he was charged were repealed, all of them were also ignored. He commended all men and women of conscience who have spoken out against the injustice, Kanunta noted. He said he is a man who will reject injustice against anybody, irrespective of tribe, faith, or ethnic background. Do it for Nigerians, not to the United States. U.S. lawmaker urges Tinubu and his terrorist vice to do something. Chairman of the United States House of Representatives Subcommittee on Africa, Chris Smith, has stated that the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern by President Donald J. Trump was done in good faith. Speaking during an interview on Channels televisions, he urged Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take action against terrorists destroying lives and property in the country. He advised Tinubu to act, not appease the American government, but in the best interest of the Nigerian people. According to him, the designation was made for the good of the Nigerian people. He asserted that Nigerians deserve better from the Tinubu's administration. My view is that he has to act. I am not going to say the good, the bad, and the ugly about Tinubu. The CPC designation was done in good faith. And do it not for us. Do it for your own people. They deserve better than looking the other way as all of this happens. The foreign minister made a statement on a major television show about how a few people have actually been killed. Please, just tell the truth and combat the evil, he said. The congressman said that though Nigerian government officials still see the CPC designation given to Nigeria as a punishment, the decision was taken in good faith. Different speakers, while testifying before the U.S. House Subcommittee on Africa reviewing Nigeria's designation as a country of particular concern, last Thursday expressed divergent views on the killings in the so-called Nigeria. So, my wonderful people, we don't have much time to waste on this matter. This one is just a short notice I'm giving to all of us here. You have already seen or rather heard what Ifeanyi Chukwuejiofo said concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu team of lawyers. Say all of them say na internet superstar within the B. Say na wetin cause Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the case. Na wetin talk no be me talk this one. And I asked, how many times have I even seen Kanu Agabi? I don't even know him. If not after the court season, and then he come out to say his mind, or rather how the court proceedings went. Anyway, what do I know? My own not to the report matter here. On our own not to do the diligent research. Have a nice day, and may the good Lord continue to bless us all. Ke Mesiano.